All right, back on this fiber hut site today, working on the backfill of the ground field and the service entrance. And I got one layer put down in there, got some tape put in so far, so we're making headway. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more on top of our tape. And them guys are getting the service knocked out. Got our service entrance in right here. I'm gonna get a layer put on that and then get some tape put on that as well. So making some headway, which is good. Switch buckets around here so I can get bigger scoops. I use this 12-inch to smash that down in there a little bit. I'll go ahead and get a layer put on. Snap a couple pictures there, I guess, while I'm thinking about it. All right. Need to put some right there. I got a generator pad going right through here, so I want to try to get this packed down fairly well. We'll see if I can get the plate compactor down in that ditch here in a minute. Maybe I can scrape these edges just a little bit to make it wide enough to get it down through there. Grab it out of the back of the truck and see what that'll do for us. Put you right there. Really need a jumping jack, but I ain't got one. All right, let's see what happens. All right, that actually didn't work too bad. I think we got a pretty good pack on it. That's good. I'm gonna get her filled up now and hit it again. Move this over here out of the way a little bit. This service is ready to backfill too, so I'm gonna go stick some in that here in a minute and be ready to get our tape put down. Gotta pour a stoop right here in front of this door, so I want to backfill it mostly with gravel. Plus that'll help them guys be able to get in and out of that building easier. Which I'm sure they'll appreciate. Sprinkle some of this gravelly stuff in there first over that pipe, just because I can. smash this down a little bit, I think. I'll put just a little bit more in right here. Change buckets and smash that down, and then I think that's ready for our tape to be put in there. All right, the engineer was just here and tested the rest of the ground field. So this is good to backfill. I'm going to get this filled in, and yeah, making some headway. There's a gas meter got to go right here for the generator, so I may not fill this corner yet, but hopefully we can get that knocked out here pretty quick. But I'm gonna go ahead and get all this filled in, at least over to where this service is at. We've still got conduit to go down and out around to the generator pad, so I'm at least get filled from here over today, get that knocked out and taken care of. So I'm also kind of grading out for this generator pad here, getting it roughed in here at least a little bit. It's going to be 6 inches, so that's about right there. Let's do a rough check here on it with this. I'll have to set the laser up. I'll get this checked out here and then get it packed down with a plate compactor and be in good shape. Ain't got enough hands. One more check, then I'll hit it with the plate. Not bad. All right, I like it. I want to backfill this over here and move on to something else, I think. I almost think I need to put some pea gravel around that right there. Stuff might be all right. Try to get it sprinkled in there so it goes around everything. All right, I am going to bring the plate around here and hit that a little bit by the door. All right, we're about to get this thing wrapped up for the day. Get this grade cleaned up a little bit around here, and we'll move on to the next project. I am going to get my plate compactor loaded right quick. I think. I think I'm going to be just about done with this excavator. We still got to put conduit into the generator pad, but might bring the Mini for that. The 35. Ain't too bad a shape there. I'll spin around here and knock this little bit down over here, I think. All right, I'll get this hole barricaded off a little bit and we'll be done for today. All right, I got this kind of shaped up, most of this backfilled around here, cleaned up, and I'm gonna call it good for now. It turned out all right, I think, for a rough end job. You guys about to get the power all done, and I got this hole barricaded off over here. Hopefully the gas company will get here and get their meter set, then we can get all this backfilled, get this other conduit in, and yeah, keep moving forward on this project. Todd's Electrics, who's doing the electrical for me. I'd recommend them if you're in the area and need some electrical work done. So, all right.